Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. This is a quote from Lao Tzu. Having recently resigned from a 10-year career as regional director in a personal development and leadership training company, I have created a myriad of leadership learnings, wins, and fails. And as my mentor, Kelly Pula, says, we win some, we lose some, we learn from both. Today, I'm taking a speech designed to be all about my leadership style into a different and fun direction. As you know, it's the rebel in me. I just couldn't help myself. Not only have I become very well versed in my strengths over the years, I have become even more aware and familiar with my weaknesses. So let's dive into them, shall we? My number one weakness. Why so serious? Okay, I admit it. For many reasons, I have not seen that Joker movie. However, I am intimately acquainted with the problems and pains of taking myself and my work too seriously. I always remember asking my late mentor, Shirley Hunt, for feedback in the first 1 to 5 years of my career, saying, give it to me, I can hear it, I can handle it. Tell me the truth. How can I be better? How can I improve? And my mentor saying to me, Joelle, you just gotta learn to relax. Those of you who have worked with me, some of you on this call you've worked with me for about a decade in the Psi arena, know that when I'm running an event, a workshop, a gala, a conference, sometimes even a Zoom meeting, I look stressed. I look too serious. I look like I'm going to bite someone's head off at any moment. Now, some of you may be aware of this term. Some of you may even also be plagued with this. I have resting grumpy face. No, but seriously, when I was writing this speech, this visual that came to me was of a snapping turtle. Oh, resting grumpy face and snapping turtle syndrome? Oh, that is not a good combination. It's scary. Here's the greatest news. I am working on this. I'm working on it. My next greatest weakness is a real doozy. And here's the thing, it's a confession. You all know how much I love to confess to my Toastmasters group, right? So what's one more? I am a recovering workaholic. And I come by it honestly, guys. I come from a long line of workaholics. Work ethic for days, like working 16-hour days. Back-to-back marathons of working 5 weekend events in a row on top of multiple weekdays working till 11 p.m. Sure, why not? Did I embrace the toxic hustle culture of rat race? Wear busy as a badge? Like it was my middle name. On top of it, for most of my career, I was a single woman without any children yet. And I didn't understand why people seem so pressed to end our meetings promptly at 9:30 p.m. Like, what's more important than the work at hand, guys? Where else might you need to be right now? Really? This last weakness was one that I was truly unaware of until a dear friend, peer, and colleague pointed it out to me. So let me tell you the story. The day before going on a vacation to Italy and meeting some friends there, I get a call from one of my best friends. Lo and behold, she proclaims she's finally decided to join me on my Italian vacation. Important note, I don't ever remember inviting her on this Italian vacation. Ah. So she proclaims, she's now crashing me and my friend's getaway. It was distressing, yet thrilling all at once. I was in awe of her and in shock at the same time. The truth is, you all know this great vacation crashing friend of mine. She is our one and only globe-trotting Jill Cole. Give us a wave on here, Jilly. Jill and I have worked together in many different contexts and communities, and we're still working together as I'm her client in her marketing company, Brand House. So here we are. It was Italy in the fall. Jill and I are driving around in our rented Fiat along the winding roads of the Amalfi Coast, blasting Otis Redding, Aretha Franklin, and Drake, when she turned to me and said, "Hey, Joe, have you ever realized how much you cut me off and interrupt me when I'm speaking?" Oh my God, I was mortified. Was that ever a moment I will never forget? And 5 years later, I'm still working on that one, Jill. And coming to that realization, my story now is I might be undiagnosed for ADHD. Anyways, I'll spare you that story. Thanks for that important piece of feedback, Jill. I love you. All to say, my biggest learnings from my 10-year career as area director are: remember to have fun and bring levity to my work. Stay lighthearted and professional. Also, family comes first. It's the only place you can't be replaced. And lastly, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Practice living the same ratio. Speak less and listen more. And trust me when I say, I am still working so hard to be better at all of these. Back to you, Dana.